gun. Claw, fang, spell and steel, make the endless darkness feel. Burn, rise, no retreat. Hear the drums of fate's heart beat. Bound by blood, rude and right, we are legends in the night. I'll ignite with a fight. With a fight.
This to their forehead while they're eating.
We live.
Ben, tell me you're live.
We're live.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You just had
Ben's got a very spacious. Ben's got a very spacious dice tray. Mine's very small compared.
It's a wolf.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah.
I was just seeing what nail the other one to me, but I was like, nah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not. Let's not do that.
You can always get more dice, but you don't need more dice trays.
Actually, I think I'm good because my dice box is full.
Oh shit.
I took some out, but. Oh shit.
Nice. Yeah, there's a set or two at the Ren Fair that I want to buy, but I keep putting it off. It's got like it's one of those like sharper sets or whatever, and then it's like green with like speckled gold in it. I was like, oh, I want those. I think they're like 30 or 40.
I don't know what these are called. These have like they'll say they have like liquid. If I shake it, it looks like it has liquid in them.
Oh,
But
liquid
A
core.
liquid core.
Yeah.
it also has like a Illuminati thing on it.
Oh
jeez.
no!
You gotta save this for your secret society character.
Yeah. A lot of these.
You just made the list.
Sorry.
That's a Chris Jericho meme.
That should be a fun character.
You wouldn't get it. He doesn't go to this school.
I don't think he does.
I'm not cool
Hey.
enough.
Is everyone ready?
See,
As will ever be.
All right. So
David.
where we last left off on our
You want to apologize?
where we last left off on our D&D adventure, the brave group of adventurers had finally made their way to the Crimson Monastery. After doing a little bit of investigation in the town of Dawn's Crest.
Gate?
The gate, it's something, Dawn something, it
One
sounds
of
right.
those.
It's been 2 weeks and such. You guys were able to do a little bit of investigating and find out a little bit more about the new inhabitants of the Silver Bell Monastery, now known as the Crimson Monastery. You were able to speak with a couple people, get some information, and ultimately were forced up to the monastery in great haste looking for one of your missing party members who had disappeared as you guys were investigating at the snow, or by the pier. After following quickly up through the hillside up towards the monastery itself, you guys had come upon what appears to be a nightly sacrifice where there were five or six people that were bound to the fiery post, to which either 4 or 5, leaving 1 remaining, willingly accepted the teachings of the Crimson Monastery and the blessings that would be within it. But one, which was a gentleman, I think his name is Gareth.
Yes.
He was refusing up until all hell kind of broke loose as someone decided to use a big scythe and cast a spell right in the middle of the courtyard where all the people would be very accepting of that. and they were not. After casting said spell and then a little bit of invisibility trickery, you guys were able to rescue Gareth from his flamey demise and escape as a split unit, as you have Party A that has encompassed themselves outside the gates here, and then you have the lovely monk Kieran, who is currently investigating inside.
What's the
Oh,
background
we're not
again?
Team B? Team B, Team B, Team B.
Team B.
What's the
Well, it's got to
background
be more than one person to be a team. Oh, sorry. Let me get everybody here.
This little shade.
Probably the Crimson Monastery.
There it is. Yep. Right. Everybody's coming. Everybody's coming.
Oh, this screen is dark as fuck.
Mhm.
I forgot how dark this was.
Oh, it's way over here.
Don't do it. Don't do it, bot.
Please. I've just died, please.
But we will join in with Kieran, who's currently standing in the kitchen, knocking on one of the silver and cold to the touch doors. So, Kieran, what would you like to do?
Probably see what's behind door number 1.
Okay. As you kind of try to like jiggle the door, it does not budge.
Is it locked?
Appears to be
There-
locked in some capacity. You do see there's a keyhole.
I will. And there's 2 doors.
But just think there's a lock
Yeah.
on one side. So you're figuring if you unlock one, you'd probably unlock both.
Gotcha. I mean, I guess I can try to look for a key in this room, I guess.
Okay. You can make a investigation check if you'd like.
Ooh, that's pretty good start. Let's see what I can add to that. Skill. Investigation. 24.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. So looking through here, you spend a very quick 4 to 5 minutes checking through very thoroughly the areas throughout this kitchen, like quietly overturning pots and pans, moving boxes, opening up things from there where there's miscellaneous like produce or like dried goods, opening jars. You feel like you have scoured this room, and you are unable to find a key that would open at least to something in here.
But definitely, the door was banging. There's something definitely on the other side. Kieran's going to assume that there's a possibility that she's in there. It's not it's not impossible that she's in there. So he's going to, I guess, try to find like some kind of like knife in here to just try to use that to either slide it in between the door to like pop the lock, or maybe try to like put it in the keyhole and make it work.
Okay. I'll let you do it one of two ways. So if you wanted to do as like a crowbar, I guess, to kind of pop the door open, you'd be able to make like a strength-based check on that one. If you're doing it to kind of lockpick the door open from there, you can make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage, because it's not technically a tool that you could use to lockpick, but in this case, you would be allowed to attempt.
So regular athletics or sleight of hand at disadvantage.
The DCs are actually different, but yeah.
All right. Well, try the athletics, I suppose.
Okay. And I would say be
19.
mindful of the 19. You I'd say you probably take a combination of things between like a maybe like a knife and then like a long steel, or I guess like an iron like pitchfork type, but it's kind of like a handheld. So think of something you would stoke like a fire with, and you kind of jimmy it in between the doors there. And you just like crank and crank and crank, and you can feel like the doors begin to like bulge a little bit, like, but you feel like the lips of the doors are still touching from here, and you feel like you just cannot force it open any further, because these are very thick doors that are holding these people back, so it's just barely not budging for you to open.
He's gonna, if he can't get the door open, he's just gonna bang on it and call for Welvrin, and then put his ear against the door and see what he hears.
Okay. As you go, doom, 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 and you call it for Welvrin. You hear like a thump kind of on the other side. It's almost like something like sliding to the ground, but there's no callback. Make a perception check.
Getting a lot of good rolls early. Hopefully this doesn't fail me soon. We're looking at a 22.
Okay. As you kind of listen from there, it sounds like something akin to like a body or something, kind of like it sounds like they splashed as they kind of hit the ground. So it's almost like you can see there's like almost like blood seeping from underneath the door, and they kind of just like fell into like a slosh. Something else that perks up your ears is you hear from outside the door down a hallway. It sounds like there's footsteps approaching towards you. I would say you probably have about a minute and a half or so before potentially someone could investigate this one.
How do you open the roof again? Or how do you like?
Drag the green thing down. I have mine set to about 56 feet, and I can kind of zoom in and see Kieran sitting in the kitchen.
Oh, there we go. Better. There we go.
I feel like ideally you would keep trying with the door, but I know that's not how D&D works. I guess he's gonna at least open the door from the hallway that he came from and check down the hallway, see how far down the hallway they're coming, and seeing if there's another room that he can try to quickly get into the next room.
Okay, so I would say you kind of peek out from there, and then you'd be able to look down the hallway opposite of. I guess it's like a dead end on this side, so then you'd be looking down this way. You would look down the hallway and see probably about at this corner mark here. It appears to be about 3. Looks like guards are just making their way towards this way. They don't notice. As I'd say, you're able to kind of, I guess, like sneakily kind of peek out from there, and it's the continuation of your perception check that you just rolled. That's about what you'd be able to see so far. It looks like some people are approaching, at least towards this direction. Maybe not through that room specifically. It'd be hard to tell from that point.
I think from this room, Welvern, if that's actually you in there, sorry, I'll be back later. He's gonna look down the hall to see the guards, and he's gonna just try to run back across to the main area that he was in before.
Okay. Go ahead and make a
He's gonna
stealth
just-
check for me there to just zippy zop across.
Oh god damn. Okay. It's gonna be a 23.
And as quick as he is entered, the door peeks open, slips out, gently shut, does like a cool like ninja flip to the other side, and just slides back into the main chapel area.
He's going full sprint to the other side.
Okay.
He's gonna go into the other hallway on the other side.
Let me see. I think what I had to do before, I had to just
Like my boy.
I had to put a
Like my boy.
secondary token.
Gonna keep playing hide and seek with the guards.
All right, let me do. There's a sim. Yep. Hang on, let me grab your character. I somehow put you in the roof, so I'll move you back to the middle.
I think we're just gonna do like we did before, just kill him and re-put him in a different room.
Yeah.
It's usually the easiest.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find the one that I have here. Reveal. Copy. Oh, there's another character in there now. Let's do this. And god damn it, stop bringing my roof all the way back up. Lock. There we go. All right, I'll set you in here. While you're back in this room from here, we will jump to team on the outside, who I think you guys just all finished going invisible.
Yes.
Right. And then
Rookhead told them to hang a right and go towards like the building over here this
Mhm.
way. And Rook was going to fly straight forward back into where he saw Kieran going.
So
So
we'll
technically, we're
say,
split up already.
yeah, I got you. Yep. So we'll say you guys are making your way around this way. I'll set you on this little hill, and then we'll let Rook go fly. Right. And then
Yay.
how far do you fly in there? Are you just kind of
I mean, Rook's probably going pretty fast. He is invisible,
Mhm.
so he's gonna be above and going as fast as possible, and just kind of look for any entryway, maybe any open door that's not like heavily guarded when he goes like over
Mhm.
here-ish.
Mhm. I will say, as you kind of come back to the courtyard about 10 to 15 minutes ago, or have passed, a lot of the people have kind of settled down per se, but you do notice a heavier guard presence in the center courtyard from here. So a lot of the,
Yeah,
I guess, like general cultists have kind of dispersed out back into probably maybe some of their rooms. But you do notice that guards appear to have kind of stationed themselves outside here as to not let anyone else into the chapel this way.
right. If that's the case, then Rook is going to go around the outside and look for any potential windows.
Yeah, so if you want to look at like this side here, you can see this
Mhm.
actually is an open courtyard
Oh,
to which you can get into the second floor or technically the first floor through these open fences. It's not actually
oh,
closed completely off. So if you would technically have access to the second floor if you just wanted to zoop in there.
Rook will go to the second floor. He
Okay.
will shoot
So,
right in.
all right, so I will plop you right there and I'll let you go where you want to go. I ideally you don't see
Okay.
what's in the rooms as where you are, but
Right.
I will describe the different areas that you would see from here.
If
I could give you a general monastery overview as well. Let's see. So, unless otherwise described, the rooms and hallways are 15 feet tall. The doors, let's see, the side of doors that face the hallway and common areas are covered in spikes. Um, so, I don't know if they have it from here.
bikes.
Mhm. Yeah, so they're intended to prevent people from kind of entering and exiting from there. Some doors are locked, and some doors potentially could be open. Lighting, unless otherwise stated, are lit by candles and torches considered into bright light. Um, all the windows in the monastery are made of a uniform red stained glass arranged into mesmerizing rose petal patterns. Candlelight that spills out bathes the area in an eerie red hue.
Okay, this is gonna be tough.
Mhm.
um, I think he would, at the moment, just be kind of not full speed, but just like decently fast, like a 25 feet of movement, be
Mhm.
going by and just trying to listen out for anything. Is anyone nearby on this floor?
Okay, go and make a perception check.
Sure, love that. A natural 20.
Ooh,
Let's
okay.
go.
Nice. You guys rolled really well to start. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you listen out into this general vicinity that you're looking into the sides from here. You don't hear anything this way. This you feel like you would definitely hear something. These are like marble-clad stairs, so you feel like unless somebody's being very sneaky, you would hear steps going up from here. You do notice that it's a dead end this way, and you do hear like kind of rustling and grumbling. Um, in some of these rooms from here, so you would lead to believe that some of these are probably occupied by someone. You can't really make out through the door what anyone is saying, but you do hear
Right.
maybe about 7 different voices or so sporadically between the rooms here. So they do look like they are occupied in some capacity.
Okay. Do any of them sound a little more feminine, a little higher pitched? Or is
I
it
would
just a
say at
bunch of
least,
dudes going, ugh?
yeah, I would say there's
Oh,
probably at least
God.
one or two that sound potentially more feminine.
Okay. He's gonna prioritize those, the closest one.
Okay. Closest one to that one would probably be this room right here.
Okay. This is really hard to navigate a little bit. My thing messed up.
Yeah, I had to put the lock on it to
Yeah,
prevent
I'm
it from
doing
going
that
up
right
and down.
now. He's gonna try the door.
Okay. You go to open it. Appears to be locked. But as you jiggle it, you hear a voice call out from this side. Hello?
He's gonna go the other door.
So I'd say the other feminine voice would probably be this one here. So you go try that door.
Yep.
It appears it's also locked.
He's gonna kind of knock a little loud. Welverin, are you in there?
At this point, this door opens here that you previously tried to open from here. Let's see. Do I have a little female token? Yeah, I'll say I'll grab one. And it looks like one of the parishioners has kind of stepped up to the hallway, still brandishing. It looks like some sort of like meat cleaver. They're like, "Who's knocking on my door?" And she's like, looking like swinging back and forth, looking very confused because the hallway is empty.
Right. How old does this lady look?
She's probably in her 40s. Wearing looks like, I mean, not much armor, if anything at all. I mean, probably like, I don't know, maybe like a leather apron at best, honestly.
Right. Ooh. How bad do I want to make this? She doesn't look armed. She doesn't look like harmful, right?
I mean, she's holding a meat cleaver and kind of brandishing and pointing it around. She does look very similar to someone who
Right.
was in the courtyard previously.
Okay. Okay. And there's no answer from this other door yet. Okay. I think Rook would, in this moment, probably,
Karate chop.
something like that. Probably, I think since he has the wings and he is invisible, he is going to wait just a moment to see if she kind of goes on about.
Mhm.
Just a little bit. Maybe like maybe 15 seconds at most.
I would say she kind of like looks around and she's like kind of confused. And then within that threshold, she would just quickly tuck back into her room and shut and lock the door back.
Okay. He would then go and immediately try to open this other door again. You said it's fully locked, right?
Mhm.
And there's no... You said there was a noise coming from it earlier, but now there's no response?
Well, as you try the lock again, you hear a feminine voice. Go away!
I'll take the hint, and I will go away.
So
God
have you-
dang it. Yeah, she's probably
so
not
have
on
this
this
one.
floor.
All right, jumping to team on the outside. You guys have kind of made your way over to this way. If you want, you can scale down the rocky cliffs. You do notice that there are I guess 2 very descript larger buildings and 4 smaller kind of shed locations from here. If you want, you can kind of hop down and look around or make general perception checks. How do you want to do this? Over here.
Playing both characters. Let's see.
Well, I'll go wherever you go, Lupin, as he bumps into you.
Aw.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. This is my first time being invisible, actually.
You're holding hands.
I'm holding my
They
own
don't
hand,
wanna lose
actually.
each other.
Technically, Sigil, if you can take the lead and just keeps my scent or your scent on me, and then follow you that way.
Oh. All right, well, I guess if you trust me, Lupin,
Let's
I'm going down. He can't whisper, so you hear him
yeah.
talk in a normal voice. I'm going down the rocks, Lupin.
And I will follow.
Oh, painful.
Okay.
Oh,
So you should have from here. Lupin's dead.
I guess for Lupin, just start smelling and just without willy-nilly knocking on doors and checking doors. Just keep doing the dog thing. Just keep smelling and listening.
Okay. All right, go and make a perception check if you'd like.
What's that? 17.
17. So you kind of swing over to kind of follow in front of this kind of looks like a barn of some kind from here. After kind of like sniffing out from there, you get a very distinct scent of it smells like there's at least a handful of horses or hoofed creatures in here, and you get a couple scents of like human as well. But without seeing, it's hard to get more of a description. It's not a scent you're familiar with, so it doesn't smell like anyone familiar that you would have smelled before.
So we could try opening and just letting the horses go. I don't think that would cause.
Oh, you could try.
This...
Did you want to open the door, Lupin?
Sure.
I could be really sneaky.
Let's try to. Should I just check see if the door's locked, or see if the door's locked real quick?
You can make a perception check if you like. He'll roll as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like to me, Lupin. Ow, fuck.
21.
Okay. You kind of investigate it as well. You kind of give it a little Jimmy. Does not appear to be locked.
Try to stealthily open the door without, just in case there is somebody there that's not what we want, and
Okay.
try to take a sneak peek.
Okay. Yeah. Go and make a another stealth check.
Ooh. 5.
Okay. So as you kind of like push the door open from there, it kind of swing and like a gust of wind almost kind of catches it. So as you kind of push it open, it kind of just swings open immediately and kind of clatters open on both sides. You can see inside. Let me see. I'll just drop them in here. Oh, and they're on the roof now. God damn it. I'll just copy them and put them inside. Inside, you can see that there are, looks like 3 horsemen that are kind of staying there. Not on their horses, obviously, but they are standing there. There's 4 horses that are in the far stables. It looks like these guys are kind of taking off their armor, and you can see they're like passing around like a bottle. Looks like they're kind of celebrating something. When the door swings open, they all kind of like turn and look, and they're like, "Who goes there?" And they kind of stop what they're doing, and you see they start to draw their swords, and it looks like they're coming this way to investigate.
Shit. So let's quickly go to the side here.
Okay. Here.
And just
I guess I'll go this way, but
and
right.
make it look like just the wind opened it.
So after a few moments, you see they kind of like step out, and they're gonna investigate. Okay. So they kind of like look down, and you can see one of them was like, "I see footprints on the ground right here." And then the other two kind of look at him and was like, "Those are our fucking footprints." And they kind of just look, and begrudgingly, they kind of they shut the door back, and you can hear like a board kind of slide down as like a lock, and then they kind of mosey on back that way.
That was close.
Mhm.
Just let's keep quietly moving towards the other buildings and see if we find, if we're lucky, find Welvin.
Okay. All right. So I'll say you guys make your way over to this one right here, and we'll jump back to Welvern. All right, Welvern. So you, again, in this kind of
Jesus.
kind of like dark, decrepit kind of not pool, viscous floor is a good way to put it from there. There's a couple bodies that are kind of in various states of death or dying. But you do recall the most important thing was one, as you were kind of going up to see if you could like step to try to get out of something, they stopped you and they told you something very important that your character remembers, but you may not. You remember? Okay. But as you're kind of like standing there, I remember you kind of like banged on the door to no response. What would you like to do from where you are?
My master plan. Um. No shade.
You got this.
Okay.
Let's see the plan.
Yes. So. They're dead. Are they?
It seems like most of these people in this area are dead.
Okay. Any of them a lady?
Mm, I would say one. One was probably a lady.
Okay. And they're laying in the blood?
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous.
You got this.
You can do this.
Okay. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna flip each of the bodies that are upright to face like I guess they're like laying on their backs.
Some are kind of hunched over against the wall. Like I said, various stages of how they're kind of sitting. So they're not all sitting in one way at this time.
Okay. So all the ones that are not with us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
sh- She's gonna to like where they're like you can't really no, not yet. You can't like see their faces, right? So they're all face
Mhm.
down on the floor.
Okay, so they one by one, you kind of bloop 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 and just face them face down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the one that's she also like will move some close to the door or like spread out nicely
Mm-hmm.
so where
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense if she was propped up like next to the door, like they
Okay.
wouldn't be suspicious.
Okay.
But she would find the lady. Um they would swap clothes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Swapping clothes.
And then she would change to look like said lady.
Okay.
Smart, smart.
And then since they swap clothes, she'll lay the lady back down, like her face in the blood.
Mm-hmm.
I assume she's dead. Like poop. And then she'll like, it sounded cool in my head, but I don't know. Like she'll like put
No, it's cool.
some of the blood like on her, so she's
Mm-hmm.
not as rosemary, like
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
rosemary smelling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then she'll kind of just position herself to where, like, if somebody walked in the door, she could easily sneak out, but like they wouldn't like look at her face really, like.
Mm.
Okay. So I would say you spend probably about 10 to 15 minutes getting all that kind of set up, changing what you were doing from there, and then covering yourself in kind of in the blood from there, swapping to look like the lady that was in the blood from there, and the lady that was in the blood that you just look like now, you put your clothes onto her. So you kind of do that, and you feel like as you kind of finish like doing that, you kind of get huddled up in your spot by the door. You hear footsteps. Come by the door. Make a perception check.
Right. Give me one moment.
You got this.
Huh.
Mhm.
Hmm. Oh, 16.
Ooh.
Okay. Listening in from there, you hear a couple distinct voices. You hear what sounds like a very familiar Father Renethier. It sounds like he's speaking to like a feminine voice. You also hear the occasional like as it sounds like there's almost like something trailing in from here. He's talking and it's kind of hard to explain. He's more so it's almost like he's explaining something where he's like, and then this one will be the perfect one for you today. I cannot wait for you to relish into the pure blood. And then you can hear the feminine voice, very like wispy and almost like not soothing, but like conniving. You can feel almost like nails on a chalkboard as they kind of speak back, like, "Yes, I will taste of their flesh." And you hear the as he kind of walks from there. You hear the door kind of open from there, and you hear the it's almost like that ghoulish as you see these two kind of like hulking creatures. They kind of look like they're hunched over and they're almost like top heavy. You're seeing that they have all white eyes. Their ears are very elongated from here. Not wearing like any clothes, but they look like werebats almost. As they kind of stomp their way in, and then they go to basically grab the nearest body from there, which looks like the one that you had like swapped with. As they kind of stomp their way from there, you see they grab that person, each one by the legs, and then they just yank them out into the area that's I guess they were coming from. To which then they close the door almost immediately after, and all you hear is a body getting like slid across before there's like a as it splashes, in which what sounds like some sort of congealed water, and it happens almost in like 10 to 15 seconds. Is there anything you feel like you would do in that time, or would you just be in horror or shock and awe per se?
So they took the one that looks like that would have been her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I no.
So you would just kind of
I
let him pass.
What do you mean?
Like you wouldn't do anything. You would just let that happen. You would just be like, okay, and then just let him go.
She's dead, right?
Well, this you as your character, you would not do anything at this moment. You would just witness it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like
Okay.
if she didn't have enough time to slip out, then she would have stayed, I guess.
Okay. Okay. So we'll see. That's what you do from there. And then we'll jump back to Kieran, who's currently inside the chapel from here. I think I described it already on that one. But what would you like to do there, Kieran?
I was going to the other side. So originally, when I came through the main door, I went to the left. So I'm going through to the right, and then running down the hall, opening doors, seeing
Okay.
if they're in each room. If I don't see them in the immediate room, and I don't see, like a trap door or like another door in that room, I'm just moving on to the next room.
Okay. Let's see here. So whenever you kind of like turn and enter into this next hallway, what can I do? I'll drop you in there. You're immediately met with like a staircase. So this door opens. There's a staircase that leads up to the left, and then there is a double door that leads to the right. Let me check here.
It's a staircase going up.
Yes, there's a staircase
Yeah,
going
no,
up,
fuck
and then
that.
there's
Going to the right then.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna describe this one. I think it's in
Okay, go to the
5.
next room.
It is
I think it
a.
remind the second floor. I think I made it to the second floor. Whoops.
Were you going up? I thought
I was trying to move my character to the
Yeah.
next hallway section, but
I
I
see.
ended up just putting him on the next floor.
Where is this one? Okay. So let's see. I could Oh, there you are. So you can kind of pop through this door here. You kind of glance out and look at the courtyard. Make a stealth check as you're kind of running across that way.
That's how you do it.
I think that's probably going to be a 15. Let me make sure. Yep, 15.
So that's enough. You see there's a general commotion from here, but you can see that the door that you originally entered here is more heavily guarded. There's about 4 or 5 guards standing watch at this point here. A lot of the commoners or the worshippers have kind of left the center courtyard here. There's maybe about 5 or 6 left in this general vicinity. But you do notice there's more guards kind of posted just generally around this area. Sneaking into this way, this door is not locked, and you're able to kind of just push in and check in from there.
Oh, this is like open.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh.
so this is open all the way across this way.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh.
Start crawling.
But
army
you're
crawling.
yeah. Mhm. Yep. So checking into this door here. That was weird. Like I tried to put a character down and it was just like, and no. I do it this way. There you go. What the fuck? It's like you're just going into a void.
That's where she is.
That's what it feels like. All right, I'll try one more time. I'll just put you in the fireplace. You're opening this one. It looks like to be some sort of refectory. This humble room of simple stone walls and rustic wooden tables and benches is a refectory where the Crimson Faithful would take meals. Eating, let's see. You would see there's basically like tables and chairs kind of set up from here. The room is currently empty. But you can see where there is plates, bowls, cups, etc. that looks like it was recently vacated. As you can see, there's still like some steam coming off like a porridge bowl. So it looks like the monastery may be more so on alert since the previous things that were happening.
As long as Wilburn is not in the room and I don't see any other doors to get to anywhere else, I'm just moving down the hole.
Okay,
To
so
the
you're
next one.
gonna go across
Yep.
this way.
Yep.
Okay, make one more stealth check as you're gonna basically hustle straight across this way.
Natural 20.
Oh, yep. Quick, like the
don't see me.
wind, silent as ever. You sneak across. If you want to check this room first here, this is one of the prayer nooks. You can see that there are 2 small rooms with sparse furnishings used for quiet prayer and solitary worshiping or small groups. There's large windows on each side that show a surprisingly beautiful view of the valley below and a comprehensive look towards Dawn's Gate. You do see that there's a handful of people in like these red hooded robes. There's about 6 of them huddled down. It looks like they are currently praying facing this direction. Say I probably put you right here at the corner.
No Wilburn, no doors. We move on.
Okay. So at that point, you would be probably going upstairs. So you'd have to, if you were to go to the closest one, it'd be this one.
Okay, I guess so.
Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Lead you upstairs.
hoping to
I'll set you
find-
right.
I was hoping to find stairs downwards, but I guess we fall.
So I'll leave you there, and then we'll jump over to Rook, who is currently on this side of the second floor. What would you do after
Right.
not able to find anything from the people there?
Right. Rook is going to start using what little bit of brain he has, and he's going to start searching and more of focusing on. He's going to start only focusing on finding a place that clearly would be held for like captives, not the the hotel rooms up here. So he's probably going to. Would I be able to get in from the floor below?
Where are you trying to go?
Directly where I am, but below on the first floor.
Oh, to kind of like swing down that way.
Yeah, because I think there's a way that leads into the other main place from there.
Oh yeah, I see what you. Okay.
But
yeah, so
also,
you'd still be able,
oh
yeah,
god, I don't know. I don't know.
You're gonna fly down that way and then fly and then kind of like do a little shimmy scooting here.
Yeah, he's just gonna the main thing is he's gonna be focusing on trying to find anything that looks more dungeon like, anything that looks like it would be, you know, to hold people in, less you know, casual.
From where you are now, yeah, as you kind of pop in from here, all these doors pretty much look the same. Taking the quick glance in from where that lady popped out from there, you feel like this wing is pretty much dedicated to just, unless there's something very specific in one of them, just sleeping quarters and places for people to stay.
Okay.
I will say you notice as you kind of swung in from this way, you do see that there's about 3 guards that looks like they are exiting from the kitchen and heading back down this way.
Okay. Okay. What about this side? What's going on over here?
Yeah, you can move down that way. Let me see. I'll set these guys.
Well,
up
no, I'm not
here.
saying I'm gonna move that way. I'm saying, what does he see?
Looking up to the right.
Yeah. It
You
still
would
looks
see
like similar
there's-
rooms.
Yep, even these over here, similar rooms. And then
Okay.
you see like a staircase that leads up to where you just came from, and then there's a corridor which you can't see around the corner at this time.
Okay. What about across the way? Like over here? That's still a place that I can get in. Do I see this door right here?
On the second floor.
That's pretty far.
Let me see. I have to like take it where I could just see barely from the roof. Are you talking about the door on the second floor?
Yes. Yeah. That one. Yep.
Yeah, I would say you would notice that.
Okay. I think Rook is gonna be flying that way. Just full
Okay.
speed towards that door. He's gonna try it.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you're flying across.
Sure. Not as good. It's gonna be a 7 plus 5, a 12.
Okay, I just wanted to see if you'd be able to spot Kieran, but he is very sneaky. You would not see him.
No.
Let's
Dang it.
see. M 8, 9. Okay. Are you trying the door on the right?
I'm first, you know, I don't even know if there is time to like to stop and listen for anything. So I think, yeah, he's just gonna try the door and see,
Mhm.
you know, if anyone's coming.
Okay. As you kind of try the door from here, you kind of jimmy it. It does appear to be locked. It's definitely a more ornate door, so you feel like what would be in this location would definitely be something more elaborate than the standard dwellings that would be over there. But you're just not sure what would be inside going this way.
I mean, it's locked. If only I had a Welvern to unlock this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone coming? Do I see anyone?
Let's see. With 12 perception check. Kieran, do you feel like you would have gone down the hallway this way, or do you think you would have continued down this way?
Sorry, let me tie back in. Once I come up to the stairs, I'm hanging a left.
Okay. Yep. So he would have been he'd have scooted this way. You currently don't see or hear anyone coming towards you, Rookie.
God, is Rook dumb enough to do this? Probably.
Leave it to the dice.
Yeah,
Jump
you
to a
know what? You're
window.
right. DM, I want you. To
I'm
roll.
gonna roll.
Actually, Welvern's the one that's in trouble right now. Roll a d20 for me.
What the hell is that?
9?
Wrote it down.
Is that a 9?
It looks like a 4.
Oh, okay. Well, if it was 10 or lower, you're gonna see Rook back up about maybe 20 feet and full force fly into that door in hopes of breaking it down.
All right. Go and make a strength check.
Yeah.
Has a drink.
That's actually gonna be pretty good, but probably very loud. That is going to be a dirty 20.
Well, that is just what you needed.
Oh, just bonk my head.
And she bonks her head on the lamp up there.
Oh no, there it is. Holy.
So you kind of like rear back and then just like summoning your inner barbarian, kind of push
Yeah.
through this like kind of iron door. You hear it kind of crack and pop before the door barely kind of just shifts, but it is open. I'd say, Kieran, as you kind of rounded the stairs, and it looks like you're about to grab the handle of the previous door over here, or the door to this side. You hear a very loud thud over on the previous hallway that you just passed.
I guess I'll go peek and see what that's about.
So I'd say as you whip around the corner there, you don't see anyone, but you do see this door is kind of concave back inside towards the room. I imagine Rook would be going in quite quickly after that.
Yeah.
So then you would see the
Yeah.
door go kind of open up as Rook slips inside, but you would just see the door. looks kinda
Actually,
just-
DM, that's technically an action. Would I have lost my invisibility for 6 seconds?
hey, you would see the door would get cracked, and then you would look and see, and you would see Rook go in this way.
I will go catch up to him, I guess.
Hey, how's it going, man?
So as you kind of sprint down in this room here, God, these are like rooms of doom. So just pretend you're in the room,
right.
'cause, like,
Instant death.
yeah, I was gonna say, you guys have disappeared forever. When you
Don't
go
do it, Kieran.
there. As you kind of push into this room, you see that it looks like more of a more furnished chamber. Bless you.
Bless you.
You look inside and you can see that all over the walls appears to be like trophies and like taxidermy mounts and everything from various different like creatures, from as small as rabbits to as big as like a grizzly bear. It looks like these chambers may belong to Inquisitor Cromwell. Her chambers possess the same amenities as the monastic cells, but also includes. Looks like there's a chest. There's a window that overlooks the eastern battlements this way through the stained glass. And it looks like there'd be like a bed, like a desk, a chair, a rolling kind of fireplace. So it looks like it's a decently decorated room.
Okay. He is going to immediately turn around because there's no Welvern or Kieran in here.
Yep. And as you turn around, Kieran is standing right in front of you.
Hey man, what the fuck? You want to be a little bit quieter?
I'm trying to be quick. What do you mean? Here, come here, come here. He's going to pull him in. An invisible thing is just gonna pull him in.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you became visible before.
I was for only 6 seconds, and then I immediately shimmered back invisible.
Gotcha.
I have the others kind of going on the outside. Have you seen her?
No, there's a kitchen downstairs if you first go into the left, but it was locked and I couldn't get into it. It sounded like a body smacked against the door, but I couldn't get in. I haven't found her anywhere else on this side of the building so far.
Okay. Across from us is like the living quarters for the not important people. I just broke into one of the more important people's rooms. We should probably go. Do you want to be invisible?
I guess if that's an option.
It's gonna be hard to keep track of each other if we do, but
Wait, don't you have the other people invisible?
yeah, I mean that, yeah.
That might be an issue. I'll be fine.
Okay.
He peeks back outside over the railing to see all the guards out in the middle.
You would
we
see
should be
that it's quite a fuss. You could see there's some shouting, and it's like, I think that was Lord Cromwell's chambers, or Inquisitor Cromwell.
I know that
Quick,
door
go.
anywhere.
Well, I mean, they would know the general vicinity, and they're like, "Wow,
Yeah,
that's like a big
yeah.
iron heavy door that got smashed."
Yeah, it was
So-
iron. I just, oh god,
Broken
so
shoulder.
we're just red in the face.
Well, it's a very sturdy wooden door, but with iron kind of,
Okay.
like little bracings to
Oh,
it from there.
okay. Okay.
But yeah, it was like a so definitely a splintering sound. So you feel like you have a very short amount of time before people would show up.
Should we split back up?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Probably not.
Have you checked the hallway over that way? And he points to the one that he would have taken a left down.
This one?
Yeah.
No. And
Alright,
I'm just going to.
I'll go check that out. Go check out the rest. If you don't find it, go to the kitchen. That's he points in the other direction. Downstairs corner over that way. Maybe you'll have better luck getting through doors than me. He looks at the broken door that he currently went through.
It's
Alright, and break.
dislocated.
Yeah.
Karen will go take
alright.
off running again.
Rook would have probably immediately flew back to where those guards were coming, which I assume probably aren't there anymore because it's been a little bit.
Let's see. Let me.
Because they can't get into the kitchen area from here. This is a dead end.
Do this. There we go. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to get in through that way. You would have to go down. If Kieran pointed across, you would imagine that the kitchen is probably closer to the first floor, and you would have to zoop around that way.
Yeah, that's what he would do.
So yep, go this way. Do this from here. So we'll say zoop from here, and let's move the guards. They would have definitely marched down this way, heading towards probably where that noise is. I'll leave you over here. Let's go back to our espionage team on the outside here. You guys had come across what looks like to be the larger of the buildings on the outside here. You would see in these areas from here, as you guys are still technically visible, appears to be kennels, and it looks like there's almost like these bat hound dogs that are kind of, there's probably 2 or 3 in each of these kind of crates with a iron portcullis holding them back from here. But you do have this, it looks like a very woodsy cabin from the outside.
Let's do dog things, smell in here, and see if I recognize anything in there before I open it.
Okay. All right, make a perception check.
19 plus 7, whatever that is.
Is it 19 plus 7?
26.
Damn.
Mhm.
Yeah, 26.
Ah.
That's really good.
So sniffing in from this location from here, you smell it's like fresh blood and also like decaying like human flesh. So kind of like a mixture from there. It's pungent enough to seep under through the door that you would be able to pick up that scent. So much so that even Sigwolf was like, "Oh, it smells like stinky blood in there."
Don't think why go in there unless you want to see possibly some dead bodies. I don't think Welvern's out here, Sigwolf. We might have to try to head back in or head back up and try to find a way in for us at least.
Should we just climb the rocks?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Okay. La 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 la.
Sickle's acting a little different today.
Well, I have to listen to my best friend Lupin. He tells me where to go.
Let's hopefully find an opening somewhere in one of these walls and make our way in.
Yeah. Let me see. Get another. Let me see what this song sounds like. Oh yeah, this is a little more creepy ambient. What that is, it's getting a little bit more tense. And
A little bit.
Hawaii. I'd say you guys probably wrap around probably to the right side or so, kind of skirting along the outskirts for just a little bit. If you want to make a investigation check or a perception check, depending from there, I'll say Sigulf is going to attempt to investigate to see if there's any weak openings in the wall. It's pretty good.
Probably perception for me. Oh. 25, 18 plus 7, I think.
Nice. So you guys almost come to like the same conclusion as you're kind of rounding this corner from there. Like Sigil kind of like turns and stops. He's like, "Wait a minute, that doesn't look too strong." And you can see that there's like a pocket in between the stonework from here where it looks like some patchwork was getting done, but it doesn't currently look like it's very defensible, as this is probably the far side that they're not expecting anyone to really to come up from there. He kind of looks through it and he's like, "Lupin, I think you could probably push that over."
Let's try.
Okay. So he kind of hoists you up to kind of jump up there, and then go and make a. You can make an attack roll if you like, just to kind of see if you can pop it down.
Let's just be an unarmed strike.
Unless you want to use your weapon, you could. You could just whoosh right against the stone.
At 18, I just did unarmed.
Yeah, that's fine. So then, would you just use your unarmed damage, which I think is like 8 or something?
Yeah.
So you kind of like you put your axe up, and then you kind of just oof, like shove your fist into the stone from there. With one fell swoop, you kind of crumble a small little section off from there, and then you're able to kind of like push down more of the stonework, and it almost creates a small opening for you guys to hop in. Looks like a bottom part of the battlement. If I can really drop you in or not.
If we can get in there.
I could kind of put you on top, and then you have to work your way up and around, but that's about the best I could do for you.
It's fun. Let's start making our way. Oh Jesus!
All right, let me see.
Go
So
on.
you'd be
Okay.
yeah. So you'd be on the first floor of the battlements from here.
Oh, there you go.
So does their invisibility come back at all if they use something to disrupt it? Bless you.
I don't know actually. Let me check.
I'm not sure if they would.
Let's see.
Is there a way in through these tunnels? just keep looking.
Oh. Okay, I would have messed up earlier. Actually, maybe not. It says the spell ends early, immediately after the target makes an attack roll, deals damage, or casts a spell. I guess technically I dealt an attack roll, or I dealt damage to the door.
Mm-hmm.
So Rook is no longer invisible. So he just flew in front of an entire cult, completely visible.
Yeah, we'll say. And now you're not invisible anymore on the outside on the kitchen.
Okay.
But as
Okay.
Lupin did that, Lupin is no longer invisible. Sigwolf would be invisible behind you, but you do see that there's a handful of guards down at the end of the hallway over here. Kind of looks like they're just marching. But before you do that, Welfrin,
'Tis me. I'm ready.
Lock in.
you would hear from the other side of the door as you're kind of go to make a perception check as you're kind of peering and listening to what you heard over there.
A 15?
Okay. You would hear almost like some chanting as you hear a very familiar voice of Friar Olaf. Appears to be performing some sort of sacrament from here, as you can hear the chanting of almost like purify the blood, consume the evil, expel, the sin, pretty much. It's almost like a regurgitation of things of that nature. You can hear him kind of chanting from here. You hear the like the were bats in the background, kind of like it's kind of like going along with it from here. And then you would hear Father Renethier call out, and he's like almost like sanguinesque and like calm, saying, "Taste, have a taste, my beauty. Sample and relish and cleanse this soul of evil." And you would hear very wispily, "With pleasure." And you hear just like a very guttural, just, and it's the sounding of if a knife was plunged into a body. You hear it multiple times, and you could almost swear that you hear like a drinking sound, but you can't quite place it. You hear this for a few minutes or so, that it sounds like it goes on before eventually the chanting kind of stops, and you hear what sounds like a thud, and it sounds like they almost like kick the body, and then you hear a whoosh, as it sounds like the body is splashed into a larger body of water.
So it didn't matter if she was alive or dead.
Didn't appear on this one.
Rip girl, but
Unlucky.
Ain't glad it ain't me.
yeah. Phew. Did they leave?
It didn't sound like they leave yet, but you hear Father Renethier call out, and it's almost like he's talking out loud to Friar Olaf, and he's like, "Have you found our uninvited guests?" You can hear Friar Olaf call, and he's like, "The Inquisitor and the Houndmaster are currently scouring Dawn's gates for them, as they've fled very wisely away from the monastery. Although we are on high alert, just in case they want to be crafty." And he almost kind of chuckles back. He's like, "I almost like it better when they run. You can taste the fear in their blood. Oh, so much sweeter." And then you can hear almost that feminine voice, that wispy nail on chalkboard. Oh fuck! I had something, and then it left my brain as I was gonna say it. It almost, I guess, says like of the same concept, like all the more sweeter. So it seems like they're kind of splitting up in order to search out from where you guys may be. Anything else that you feel while you're still down here?
I mean, I can't get out, really, right?
No.
Is there a lock on the door?
Not from the inside.
I feel like something should click in my brain, and it's not clicking.
They would also say something to the effect of, "And what of the great beast that was with that one?" You would hear Father Renethier call out, "I have a special place just for this one, close to my heart. We can't let something like this so valuable escape our clutches."
Uh. mm,
But
should I be rational or not be rational?
I'll say
What would
you can think,
Welvern do?
you can think about that one. We'll cut go back to Kieran up here. So Kieran has made his way over on the top area from here. You have the doors in front of you, and then you do hear footsteps coming up the stairs behind you.
That's behind me. That's none of my business.
So yeah.
Here's the second floor.
He is on the second floor.
I'm gonna open the door that I'm currently at if I haven't already.
Okay. So you kind of peek open this door here, taking a look inside. It looks like to be some sort of like study or scripture room. You can see that there's books, scrolls, and lit candles that kind of scour throughout this small kind of corridor into two pocket rooms. You can see there's a large selection of books and things on the center wall lining both sides. But it doesn't appear that anyone's currently occupying this location.
I see that there's like a hall that goes down with the books and stuff, like down this way.
Yes.
It goes into another room.
Yes, it goes into a almost like a mirror of the same room, but just on the opposite side.
I'm hearing the footsteps behind me. I'll close the door behind me. Whoops, I can't move myself into the other room. Fuck. I'll go down the hallway with the books or whatever, into the other room that's down the end.
Okay.
Actually, I think I will keep the door that I just entered. I think I'm going to keep one of them slightly cracked so it looks like someone came in here.
Okay.
I'm going to go down the hallway and then get like by the other door out on the other side.
Okay. So
And
down
I'm
this
just
way.
going to wait to see if I hear movement coming down this hallway.
Okay. I would say after a few moments, you hear the shuffling of, it sounds like metal on like a kind of carpet. You can hear them yell something to the effect of split up and you go that way. So it sounds like a couple people are going to go search where this loud commotion was. And then it looks like two people are going to come down this hallway. And they're going to get right about, turn here-ish. Before they're kind of stopping and looking at each other almost in front of the door.
Kieran just has his ear pressed against the door on the other side. He's like, "You motherfuckers, of course you would stop right here." But he's gonna... if he hears them stop outside of the door, I think he's... I think he's going to grab one of the like candle type things or whatever. Oh, it's so stupid idea. I'm gonna stand behind the door, so like kind of the same idea that Wolvern was having earlier. That, like I would be behind the door if they enter, whatever. Hold. No, I'm just gonna make a loud noise and stand behind the door. See if I can draw them in here, and then just peel out behind or slip out.
Okay. What do you do to make said noise?
I think he's gonna like throw a chair and then like knock over one of the like candles. See if we can start a mini fire in here.
Okay. Make a just general strength check as you're kind of throwing this chair across the room.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Is it athletics or general strength?
This would just be a strength because I guess you're just kind of tossing it as opposed to
4.
So you go and you kind of like trip up a little bit, and as you're standing in front of the door, you kind of throw the chair, and it lands just about here. Kind of knocks up against the table. You're like, "Fuck!" Of course, it was an awkward L-shaped chair that didn't go where I wanted it to go from there. But you kind of tuck behind the door, and almost immediately the guards kind of like pop in. Oh, that's Kieran. Hang on, not a second, Kieran. They kind of pop in this way. If you want, you could go and make a stealth check as they're headed right here.
10.
So as you kind of done that from here, they like kind of looking around from here. This guy's looking this way. This guy immediately kind of like turns. It's just like, wait, you stop! And then we'll cut to loose.
Punch him in the face. Try to
Well,
stunning strike.
Okay. We're gonna cut to Rook though, as Rook is currently standing at the
Me.
yeah, standing in the kitchen.
Oh God.
We're standing at the door of the kitchen. You hear a slight commotion kind of far away, but nothing more so than moving of soldiers.
Okay. Okay. Rook, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Rook does not think that she would be in a kitchen or anything. What's this big door behind me looking like?
That's the door that Kieran has kind of bounced in and out in before.
Is it
Uh,
open?
yeah.
I'm gonna open that.
Okay. This would be the main monastery. You
Right.
would notice that there's pews that line to the sides here, like going
Mhm.
down, with a center altar here, with mosaics on the wall.
I'm going to very quickly, so probably disadvantage with whatever I do, try to investigate the altar and see if there's anything on it, like a hidden lever, switch, insignia, anything.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a investigation check. If you were to do it very briefly, I would say yeah. If you were to do it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oops, swap button.
Okay. Pretty good for Dum Rook. It's a 19 and an 18, which will
Wow.
bring it probably down to a 18 and 17. Wait.
Uh-huh.
Investigation. Yeah, it would bring it down one.
Okay. So you would step into the room from here. You would see on this kind of altar there appears to be a corpse that is on this one. You see that it's currently like bleeding into a small like golden bowl, kind of at your feet, and it looks like the what is it? To the side, it looks like there's a similar golden goblet. So think of the bowl as filling right here at the front, and there's a
Yeah.
golden goblet on the other side from here. The body is just laying straight across this way, arms crossed, and you do see it's currently like bleeding from an underside wound into the bowl here.
Something below.
So you see where this has like a little lip.
Oh yes, yes.
So just think the blood is flowing through these channels into that little bowl.
Into that.
With a
So
gold.
mhm. And the goblet or chalice, whatever, on the other side,
is sitting right here. That's currently empty.
it's empty.
With your investigation, kind of looking around from here, you feel that since it's like, all right, there's the golden bowl and a golden chalice, something from here. You feel like there's something to that. You don't know exactly what, but
Yeah.
you're like there's got to
Yeah.
be something with that.
Okay. Then he will stay the rest of whatever this segment is, probably, to try to and take a little bit longer time to figure that out. He's going to take the chalice, just spitballing ideas here. He's going to take the chalice, and maybe is that little bowl that's right in front of him, is it deep enough to maybe scoop some blood into it?
You could, absolutely, yeah. So you could take the chalice, you kind of pull it, and you feel like it kind of like clicks off like a little stand. So it just comes off from here, and you take the cup and you kind of and you get it filled. Very thick, viscous, irony smelling blood, and it's just kind of dripping down your glove from there. But you're currently holding the bloody chalice.
I'm going to. I heard that click. I'm going to hope that my brain can click, and he's going to try and put that back while it's full.
As you set it on from there, it kind of clicks, and you see it kind of turn. The blood drains down into like a compartment from here. The whole altar shifts backwards a couple feet, leading to like a spiral staircase going down.
He's gonna be going down there.
All right. So that Rook would disappear down into the ritual chamber. We'll cut to the boys in the wall. So you have Sigwolf and Lupin standing on this quarter from here. Like I said, there's probably a couple guards look like they're patrolling down this way. But you do have this long hallway, or you could go the other way. It's up to you.
Is there anybody in the other way? Do I hear anybody out the other way?
You can make a perception check if you like. A roll for ya boy. Not very perceptive. He's very invisible and he's enjoying it.
14.
He's an unbothered king.
He's like, I like being invisible. As you kind of peer down this hallway from here, you don't immediately see anyone. With your sniffing, you don't smell the presence of like a foreign object or foreign person. You feel like this is maybe a less guarded section heading this way.
Sigwolf, if you can see me probably. Let's head towards.
I do see you.
The other way. I don't think there's anybody. This presence this way.
Okay. So, going up the stairs.
Probably leads back up there. No, I'll keep going straight.
Just going straight.
See if I can find some sort of door exit.
Yep. So if you keep going along this way, you do see that there is a looks like a set of iron doors that lead here. You have a lever on this side that looks like it's in the upright position, and you have like two kind of like steel doors from right here. But Sigwolf is standing right behind you.
Pull the lever.
As you pull the lever down, a door swings open right in front of you, revealing that you can now enter into the courtyard through this way.
Carefully walk in the courtyard. Make sure there's no one.
Okay. Make another perception check if you like.
That's number 14.
Okay. Sniffing around and looking from here, you do see there's a group of guards. Looks like they're down towards the front side this way. And you do see they have a couple of those bat hounds kind of with them as they're kind of congregated around like a central fire and kind of tent set up. It looks like this is not like a normal station area for them, but it looks like this is their high alert station 1 per se. But as you kind of look down this way, you don't really notice anything heading this direction.
Sigwolf, let's hang right. I smell bat hounds or whatever those things are on the other side. So let's hang right.
If you say so, Lupin. Let you guys continue on down this way. If you want, you guys can. Are you moving normally or are you moving stealthily?
I probably should I do it stealthily. Let's do it.
Okay. Great. Okay. Pretty stealthful for Sigwolf.
11.
Okay. He's got to balance out to about a very average walking from here. You do see there's a couple guards. Looks like they're with crossbows. They're kind of posted up at the top here. You see another one kind of moseying back and forth here, but he's kind of on looking this way. Doesn't really pay you guys much attention. And you're going to sprint from here. I will say, looking through the stained glass, peering from here, you would actually notice that Rook was standing right here, and you watched him dip the chalice into something here. You kind of were able to watch through the stained glass window, and you see this altar kind of slide back, and Rook quickly dive down where the altar just moved. You're able to look through the glass and see that.
Thing to see Rook there, Sigwolf. We're gonna have to find a way in and try to help everybody as fast as possible.
Okay.
Just keep moving. Hopefully you find a door sooner than later.
Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure if there is one. It's kind of far. So you guys would keep. I thought it was a door, but it's like a pseudo window chimney situation.
Quietly break a window somehow.
mean,
No. Uh,
I think there's a technically right here is a window. You do see there's curtains drawn on the other side, and you have no idea where that would lead, but it does look just like a regular stained glass window.
uh,
If not breaking in the main chapel.
let's give it a shot. Try to
You
just
just wanna
elbow
bu-
it a little bit and try to break the
Ok-
window.
Okay. Make make an attack roll.
Ooh. A 9.
You go to kind of break the glass with your hand from here. You kind of wind back and you kind of and like swing as hard as you can. It kind of just dunk, and it looks like you hit some of the metal bracketing in between the glass that holds the glass in place. You see it kind of crack, but it does not shatter. Sigil was like, do you want me to try looping?"
Go for it. So we gotta get in there, anyways.
Do you want the big strong guy to do
Yeah.
this?
I'll do this for you. He's like, okay, and he takes his scythe and just goes, whoop, and just swings into the glass. Yep, that'll do it. Rook, as you're kind of going down the stairs from here, you just hear of something shattering, kind of above and around you, as the whole window pane is just sliced in half, and he kind of just, you can see him. He kind of gets stuck like halfway in between. His like legs are kind of swimming, and then whoop, as he rolls in on the inside here. I imagine
Ooh.
you would be right behind him.
Yeah.
I don't know how I keep losing you guys down below.
We made
But
it
I would say
in.
you'd move everyone. Yeah, yeah. So you guys are currently here, knowing from where you would need to go. Swinging to the left would lead you to that chamber. I imagine that's where you guys would probably head.
Yeah.
I've caught up with them, or
No,
they've
no,
caught up
I-
with me.
We
Oh,
we caught
yeah,
up with you.
yeah.
do
Swing
I
into
see
this
them right
here.
now?
Not yet.
Oh,
I'd say they swing into the chamber from
okay.
here.
Okay.
You guys would definitely have heard footsteps coming. Um, like hearing the shattered glass, so they're kind of
Great.
sprinting this way. But you guys have kind of ducked in to this room here. Sigwolf kind of looks around. He's like, "Should we block the door?"
No, because they'll be a little bit more suspicious. Let's just try to just make our way out of this area and try to.
You can see he protests for just a second. He's like, "More suspicious than the broken." If you say so, let's go. And he's just right behind you. And he goes, and then I guess you guys just Mario down the pipe, jumping down beneath the altar from here. We will quickly cut to back to Kieran up top here as everyone is beginning to
Mid-swing.
congregate. Yeah. Go and make an attack roll against this guy.
Already. That's not very good. I think it's an 11.
Yeah. So you guys are almost equally as shocked to see each other from here, as the stunning strike just kind of misses from there. This guy's just like, oh shit, is it here, and he starts like kind of yelling. He's gonna go and take a swing with his sword at you. 17 miss.
That's a miss.
So he goes to kind of like swing the first like slash across from there. You kind of just definitely kind of duck to the side, and like kind of push his hand up away from there, kind of dodging it from that. I'd say this guy would use his quote unquote turn to kind of come around this way and swing at you as well, trying to basically take you down. Dirty 20, I think, would hit.
Meets it, beats it. That's my AC.
He would swing through, and as you're kind of like busy deflecting one, he kind of slashes you across the ribs for 6 slashing damage.
Oof. I'll go ahead and deflect.
Okay. Then you could redirect if you needed to.
That's okay.
But instead of rolling initiative, we'll just go in that order because I don't think this technically shouldn't take a long time for Kieran to dispose of 2 guards.
Um, am I close enough to like the door, or whatever?
You are pretty close to the door, yes.
Um, if I'm having like a full turn, I want to use
Mm.
my action to go ahead and elemental burst because I'm realizing that my role in the whole mission is quickly shifting,
Mhm.
or he gets that vibe that he's now team distraction.
Okay.
So I'm going to bonus action disengage to start moving like out
Mhm.
of the door. I just fucked that
Okay.
up already. Shit.
I
But
see.
on
I see
his
what you're doing.
yeah, he's getting through the doorway or whatever, and then he's just going to elemental burst in this entire room.
Okay.
Just fire it,
Mhm.
fireball inside.
So as they are looking like they're coming in for like another swing from there, you're able to like I guess I envisioned it for this for some reason. You kind of like grab his arms and kind of just nutmeg and swing underneath his legs, kind of
Hmm.
whoop, going under and around him before turning, grabbing like the flame from the candelabra from the side there, and just doing like almost like a scorching burst that like fires across into the library from here.
Hmm.
I do they make deck saves? I think.
Yeah, Dex 15.
Okay, that one was a 15. So one pass, one fail, but go and roll damage.
It's going to be 11 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, these guys are pretty hurt from that. As you can see, they're basically the whole room is immediately caught into a hot flame into that first section from there. Are you gonna move any further from where you are?
Yeah, Kieran's just going to start yelling, guards, guards, and he's going to start running down the hallway.
Okay. Let's see. So skirt, 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 skirt. Move from there. As these guys are kind of very confused, as you know, they have flame, ash, and soot into their eyes from here. They kind of burst back out from where they're going. And they, I guess I'll roll to see which way they go.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Whew.
Kieran's having a great time.
Yeah. So you would see they're very kind of confused. Their armor looks a little bit singed and melted from catching fire from there, but they're quickly giving chase this way. Thinking that they're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna either cut you off or do something from there. As you're technically out of combat, I'd say you're probably able to kind of dip around to this corner, catch your breath for just a moment, as we take a look underground. At this point, Rook, you have come down. I'll describe what you're able to see.
Is there an
He is
actual
moving pretty fast.
Is there an actual basement for this map? Or...
There is, but I don't know how to make it visible.
Oh,
I'll
I'm banging on the door.
let me out, let me out.
Try.
Help!
Yeah, know how to get to it.
Yeah, I know if you hit. Let me see. Let me just do that real quick.
Lower as much as possible.
Uh-oh.
Well, it sucks because there's something there, but I can't really.
I think I'm touching stuff.
It's like an advanced thing.
I see.
Advanced DMing.
How do I get back to?
Uh-oh.
I see another looping token down there.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I might be able to do something real quick with this. Let's do. I think if I can. Then drag it up some. Where are we at? All right, so let's say did that work? Can you guys see on the very far right side of the map? So like follow from where the stables are over to the right.
Yes.
Okay, this is what you would see down here.
Holy moly. Oh.
Let's see. I'll just fill this in for you though.
Nice.
All right, and then let me grab your guys' tokens as you all have made your way down this way. Or if you guys want to just place yourself at the base right here, working your way this way on the far
Oh,
right. This would be the three that are going down.
so they have caught up with me.
You would be further in this way, I imagine, but you would
Okay,
hear the
okay.
splashing behind you, so you would definitely have made your way to that direction. So Rook, you would see you splash into a murky pool beneath the altar. In this dark room, the smell of wet earth and iron is almost overpowering. Unworked walls of rough stone rise to a low ceiling only 6 feet above you. The passageway is thick with 3 feet of sticky, inky liquid, leaving you very little breathing room. The passageway is completely dark, um, unless you have, dark vision or a light source. So you are kind of murking around in the pitch black dark.
Right. Pitch black. Pitch
Mhm.
black.
Yep, there's no light source down here.
Nothing. Let me see if I have dark vision. I would assume I do. I do.
Okay.
Is it
So
magical darkness?
no. So it would just be shades of gray that you see as you're stomping down here.
Okay. He is just going to be continuing forward
Mhm.
because how this is? Oh man. Ah,
The
he is going. Yeah.
I would say the top of the cave, 6 feet tall at the tallest. The water
Okay.
comes up, or this thick viscous liquid comes up 3 feet. So there's only 3 feet of breathing room in between the top of the liquid and the top of the cave from here.
Okay.
It's technically considered
Okay.
difficult terrain as you're kind of almost sloshing through this very murky substance.
Okay. Seeing this smaller area but still like empty, I would assume that there would be a pretty big echo if Rook were to yell right now. That could
Mhm.
probably be heard throughout. Okay. Rook is going to simply yell out, Welverin, are you there?
As you kind of call it from there, this point there's kind of sploosh sploosh of was that? Well, it would be Lupin and Sigwolf, but you wouldn't know technically, as you guys had kind of bloop bloop into the bloody water from here. Um, Trying to think.
Ew.
I would say the echo continues through, but there's not a response that you hear. Sigwolf was like, "Oh, this smells like blood. I like blood."
You okay there, Superwolf?
Yeah, I just. He takes like a big old whiff. He's like, "Oh, this is still kind of stinky though. I really rather have a mud pit."
Rook is flying forward. And after maybe about another 50 feet forward, he's going to yell out again to see if he can hopefully get a response.
So I would say you're able to kind of continue up until you get to right here.
Mhm.
You would see it looks like there's basically like right here, instead of seeing this like little pathway, you do see that there is a very large stone door that is partially submerged in this blood that stands at the end of this holy vein. Um, uh, mhm. um, it's hard to make out anything beyond the door unless you want to make an investigation check. But there is currently a stone door that's blocking any further path going this way.
Still no response. Still no nothing.
Mm-mm. At this point, though, Lupin and Sigwolf from behind would have heard Welverin, as it kind of echoes in front of you guys.
Rook.
Do I hear that? Do I hear the whisper of Rook?
Well, you would hear Sigwolf attempt to whisper Rook, and he's like, Rook! And then you would hear squawk, 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 as they are making their way towards you this way. I think they both
Rook's
have
gonna look at
darkness, right?
them, say, we haven't found her. Kieran's upstairs somewhere. Hey, big guys, do your thing. Try and get this door down.
If you say so. They walk up there. Go ahead and make a weapon attack against the large stone door.
Using the great axe.
Can I assist?
Sure.
19.
Okay. He actually got a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
What did Rook get on his hit? I was waiting for that one.
I said I was assisting him to give him advantage.
Oh, sorry. I was like, in my head, you were just...
Oh,
No.
Oh, okay. As you guys kind of like swing from there, you hear it kind of like chip up against the stone. 1 second. You see that it almost looks like a sigil on the stone begins to kind of bubble and fill up as it begins to illuminate from here. You guys kind of like reel back and look like you're gonna like swing one more time before you see the blood coagulate into this very kind of slimy, viscous, like hands, and it catches your weapons.
shit.
As you see, almost like a bloody coagulation of like almost like a face begins to peel itself out from there. As it looks like there's going to be a fight down there.
God dang it.
We'll flip over real quick to Kieran.
Hold on.
As you've kind of quickly dipped away from the guards on this side from here, you're currently in looks like some sort of hotel, quote unquote, from here. I don't think you've made your way over to this upper floor from here. You do
No,
hear
just
like
when
the
Brooke mentioned that
yeah.
it was like a sleeping quarters, I think.
Mhm. I would say from the commotion from there, it appears a couple more guards have kind of made their way up the stairs and they're heading this way towards where they heard that. So you would hear the footsteps go up the marble and they turn to go this way.
Kieran does not know where everyone else is. So he's probably gonna stick close to the wall and look around in the corner to the right where it came from. He just sees a bunch of guards collecting up.
You do, yeah. You see them kind of like sprint off this way, pretty much right into where you just were not too long ago.
I think that he. He's gonna go ahead and take off one of his patches on his oop shit docs, please, there we go. He has a patch of a sack containing 100 marbles. So
God,
he's gonna
okay.
go ahead and take those off and have those ready.
Okay.
He's gonna check around the corner to see the guards, and then I think he's just gonna start running down the hallway.
Okay.
And if
I'd say as
he
you-
turns over his shoulder and sees anyone chasing, he's gonna drop the bag.
Okay. I would say as you kind of going down from there, I would say another set of guards have kind of made their way up towards this commotion, and you would see them start running this way towards you.
looking down this hallway, I'm not seeing that this hallway continues now, am I? Like it
No.
doesn't go to stairs; it just is dead end.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a rail to my right.
There is a railing, yes.
All right. Hmm. Looking over the railing as he's running, what does he see down in the courtyard?
You do see it looks like there's a handful of guards kind of standing around. From here, you see some of them look like they're about to head in towards the chapel this way. So I guess I'll turn it that way. Looks like some are making their way. They're funneling this way. So it looks like they've spotted something. So they're making their way this way.
All right. Seeing that he can't go through the front door because there's a bunch of guards there. There's a bunch of guards behind him. He's about to do the most insane fucking parkour shit. He's gonna hop up like on the railing,
Mhm.
jump against the wall,
Oh
kind of
shit.
kind of slide down, and then jump back across into the floor beneath him.
Okay, and kind of just droop droop from there. All right, so as Kieran runs from here, drops the bag of the marbles somewhere in this vicinity from here. Let me see. I think they make deck saves. Okay. You see both of these guards as they're kind of like they just woo, and like feet straight up in the air, knocking them prone as they're attempting to chase you. Go ahead and make me a lovely acrobatics check on this one.
Eesh.
You got this.
It was a low roll.
Well, we can rule of cool for advantage on this one because I feel like this should be cool.
So I rolled a
Monk buff.
5, but I have a +9 in acrobatics.
Mm.
So 14. But then I also have the monk like walking on walls type shit. So
Jackie Chan
maybe
Okay.
that helps a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I would say you're able to kind of not as deftly as you kind of pictured it from here, but you're able to kind of hop the railing. Oh, you just trip just a little bit, slide down on the wall from here, kind of do a quick little pivot turn. You feel something kind of tweak in your back, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" And then you woof, leap across. As you've, oh, you're underground. Sorry. Goodbye, Kieran.
Oh no.
He's dead.
Yep, you're able to kind of dip and jump in between this here, kind of do like a cool like tumble roll, leading back into the first hallway that you actually started with. These guards are not here actually; they're back this way. Which I imagine you probably would tuck and turn to go. I'm assuming this way.
You told Rook to go check out the kitchen, so that's where he's gonna go back, and he's just gonna see that nothing's there.
The hallway of doom and despair over here. Can't put you there. But I would say you'd be standing somewhere in the kitchen from there, and we'll jump to Welverin's perspective, as she is she's still currently
She's
in
back.
this location from here. You would overhear, and you hear kind of like almost like shouting from here. You swear you hear your name. You think you hear like Welverin, but it's so echoey and so faint.
Where'd the guy go?
Hmm?
They left already?
You hear that, but if you can hear it through that, then they can hear it in the room before.
I'm not talking about them.
Who are you talking about?
The guy that got my dragon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They would hear it. They would, if you could hear Rook yelling,
They're coming
they
to
definitely
us.
can hear it.
Oh, they're coming to you?
Yeah.
You could see that. You hear like the growling kind of start up from there as it appears like these werebats would be sicked upon the intruders of the sanctum from here, and you could see Friar Olaf is like, let us be on them.
Let us be on them?
Like they're gonna go attack from here.
Bang on the door with all my might. I'm getting
Yeah.
that dude's attention.
You can you would hear that, and before that he kind of goes from there, you hear Father Branthier call out. He's like, "They will not be able to enter the inner sanctum." without breaking the lock. I have faith in my I think you would call this in my blood spawn to give them some company.
Here, baby.
His blood spawn. And at this point, did you said you're knocking on the door?
I'm not knocking.
Are you making noise?
Yeah.
Ooh.
As he kind of finishes that sentence from here, he would say, "It appears that I have another matter to attend to in the meantime." And we'll make this a short one because I am so sleepy right now.